Like, subscribe, share the thing. You don't know it, be already. Yeah. Hey, Vietnam Eye, helping my people see what's going on in the country, although it doesn't seem to see. So I can help all you see. Speaking on different issues that's going on before the naked eye and the ears. Yeah. Boom, my people. The thing that caught my attention, you check. Yeah. The building there, physical planning there, division there. Yeah. The state and condition of the building. It was left since, I would say, after Maria. Yeah. A building of so much importance. Or so we thought it was of so much importance, right? Yeah. So, as you see. A very familiar place. I wonder if there are people inside there. Yes, we have security. I wonder what happened inside there. Physical planning. Huh? Because that is part of the public. Oh, you know in my video, Napa? What happened inside there now?
Nothing inside there. They're empty.
They're just empty, abandoned?
But them pull things inside there.
Huh?
Them move the stuff inside there.
Alright, so it's more of a storeroom.
They plan the house and down there and plan, you know, so. They want important document, they come there for it.
Alright, then, yes.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah. All you could see, like, you check from, all you could see the building is a good building. From them you're watching, you see the building is a good building. Yeah. I meet a security there, you check. And she say housing down the road, you know, housing in the BMC building and thing, and planning in town. Yeah, that's by ministry and thing. But she say no, it are workers that has come there off and on because they have, I would say, she say they have important documents there. They just come and get. So when they need the documents, they send for it, or they come in for it. They check. That's why the security there still. So now myself checking. I don't know what kind of important documents they have there like that. Because checking, if it's there, you have to go for important documents. But I agree, them documents there, they're good important. Yeah. And talking about important, you check that building there. I remember when thing was there, what they call that youth division was there and thing. You go there, you check. I remember when you go there, you get a course and thing, graduate, you get your certificate, they used to give you what they call a job attachment and thing. Yeah. I remember that when I go there, you check, that's the good times. I remember that, that's Irish scene, you check. Yeah, but that's the same building. You check all them time there now, I would say, well, they are building to do things. You check? Yeah, things in place. By looking like they're running out of buildings and things running out of place, you check? Yeah. But if you take a look at the building, yeah, you can tell. Physical planning, as you heard. Planning also. Look at the structure of this building. That is one of our, how I'd say it, resilience. I go there. That is one of our building of resilience. We have many millions spending on many things we don't need in Dominica. But alas, see the planning building. They say they have important documents inside there. When they want it, they send it for it. They can get it. What I mean, see the building. You see there's a old school building our ancestors built. And it can always be refurnished, you check, put back fresh, brand new. I do believe we need millions now to put it back new. Okay, we might. Just by looking at the back. Yeah. But there is something we could have put brand new. We have money spending. We could have put the CBI money into that. Instead of having apartments renting for them they can do their work. When we have our building there, they live in the day in a waste. So they want to go and sell it for Chinese after. And Chinese will take it, you know. You want to know why? Because it's right next to the 8 bank. You see this side of the 8 bank. See how beautiful the 8 bank is. But yet still, the government have a building across the 8 bank. Boom! Nature to take over. The cost of nature to take over. Look at what we have there. Doasco on one corner. 8 bank on one corner. Just a sour site for our government. Properties left abandoned in soon time to be sold. You check, and as all you see in the building is a good building. You check, the building it just need a little maintenance and thing. The building is I call it, it's an antique. Yeah, the building is an antique. You check, yeah, you could tell that, and that is the type of buildings and things you check we should preserve in Dominica. You understand? We should preserve them kind of things. You check, because that is the what if you look at the stonework on that, you could tell is our our ancestors and them that build that is deadly thing, you see. You check, and that is part of our heritage. I don't know what it's taking for them to pump money into that part of the state property, you check. I don't know if they want to use that as an excuse to say, well, I'm a mash up there, they have to move over there, or they have to rent over there to do the business because the business have to do. When we could just put the money into that, you check, because we have so much CBI money doing all kind of things, you check. Yeah, we could have put money into that. They want to leave it like Monbro, so them do as excuse to go and build the next thing, go and rent somewhere else, when you could just take care of that and everything couple set, you check. Do everything with one aim. We have CBI money doing all kind of a thing, you check. Yeah, put the CBI money into where we need it to check, protect our investments for our country, because ni come ni go planning and housing and them thing there, you check, it will be there. You check, because have people there that working before the government come in power. It have people that will be there working after, but secure the home for the company. You check. And make sure of that, and no people know, well, that is because of you, because you that do that, you check. Through all this and that happen, you was the man that do this, and it's secure until, because up to now it do secure, because they cannot even, it have a problem for them hiring people, because it do have a place to put people. If it had place to put people, like the building was 100, things would have moved a little faster. You understand? Because them people they are working now, the task of their job now getting larger, it growing, and they self have no backup to run this in. You understand? You check? You can at least fix the building to take more of the new important documents they say they have there. You check? Because I know important documents coming, because every day the man at work happening, things getting slow there and there, but you know. You check? So we have to put our priorities right, you check, because now them I want to give the priorities to like them 5-star hotel and thing, and want to do for them hotels and talk about them hotels and the tourism. Want to put VIP lounge for the 5-star hotel and the tourists. And we have our people there working for the country, doing work for the country. They have to be doing the work under pressure, because we don't have facilities there helping there to help to equip the people to make the people do their work comfortable and how they're supposed to do their work. You check? I find if all you find well, all you probably do on housing there and planning there and them kind of things there again is the government building. But see the location and the site of the building, and you know the building is an antique. You check? They can renovate the building and turn it into a stadium. Not stadium, I mean a museum. You check? They can turn the building into a museum. You check it. There's so much things we have in Dominica there. We can and we have to put on showcase. You check? We always say we have to support our local and promote our local. But when it comes to that, we always saying that, but it do directing, you check? Straight to us. See, you don't care so much for them tourists. Or you can put the museum there for them because they're coming to bring the money, although we have tourism swinging right about now. But you know that museum there is a, you check, is a landmark, is a trademark. The site that building be there is a historical building, so they can put a museum, they can turn it into a museum and put our culture and our art in our historical building. You check? That is something for the future. They can have them building there. All them old stonework building there. We should be preserving them things. We shouldn't be leaving them things they go to waste. And if you watch around them buildings, look, we have a next government building right there. We have Dowasco there. Next to it there, opposite the road, we have the 8 Bank right there. See how the 8 Bank now, you could see the 8 Bank now. The 8 Bank is being taken care of. You check? The 8 Bank looking nice, it's flourishing. So Dowasco too. But now the 8 Bank herself. The 8 Bank doing twice as much as the work it's supposed to be doing. Why? Because of the government buildings that are around it. Not just the building for planning, you know. You check? It have a next building opposite the other road next to the 8 Bank. The 8 Bank fighting to put a good look on the road. You check? To make the road look appealing because of the government buildings next to it. You understand? How is this in? The next thing we have is a partner working in a car and a bike down there in the garage. Go to secondary school. My school, I was taught. I was educated at GSS. Yeah man, there's deadly. There's a good school, trust me. I don't lie about that, yeah. Yeah, them children as well, you know, them children. Them Foucault children, go to Tarish Pete, Yampis. You know it be already. Them children as wild children. But yet still, it was a deadly school, yeah. Yeah, we had subjects like peas. Yeah, woodwork, auto mechanic, food and nutrition, technical drawing, boy, HFLE. We had, boy, you mad at the point I was doing 13 subjects, you know. Bio. At the time I was doing 13 subjects in Goodwill Secondary. Now Maria come, and Maria hurt our bobo. School left abandoned. An old garage for vehicles, a storeroom. Most of the government big buildings, they are left for storerooms, as the girls say on the other end. If they want something that important, they'll come for it, but besides that, it shall stay another thing. We have the Goodwill School students in the grammar school trying to educate themselves, trying to be taught. I wouldn't say it's not possible, it's happening, but it's not at the quality it should be. Because look, they have a whole school there for themselves. They say somebody sponsor for the school. They're waiting for the sponsor to come in while we're spending millions, billions, quadrillions. We need CBI money there. Have a good day. Boom. You see it? The good secondary school. Yeah. Like since Maria, the school was like left unattended and thing. You check? But I checking we had so much millions left, right and center. Where the millions for the school? Yeah, they say they had a sponsor checking, but we don't have to be waiting for people to say they can donate to fix our school for us to be there waiting for donation to fix our school. And that is the government school. I find the government school should be one of the government's priority here to put up and running on the streets. Yes. I checking they probably find the school don't have too much of an income to them, like Kepinski and them kind of places there. Because if you have to wait for somebody to put shoes on your foot, I checking you'll never walk. Now they have a whole school in grammar school now. Goodwill school in grammar school. Look now, they put morning school in afternoon, yeah? And they say now get used to the new normal. Or you put in Goodwill school in grammar school and saying get used to the new normal. When Goodwill school have this school, they can be normal in. Or you try and fight them and make them forced to be a new normal. I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the quality of students that in the school, the type of students that have only majority in the school, but the students have the school and the school can fix. You check? Because all now they put in pressure under the cleaners and thing in the grammar school, because now look, they have to be working twice as hard from one shift to go to a next shift, because now grammar school ending, Goodwill school I'm coming in, and due to the COVID and the corona and thing, they say well they have to sanitize and clean and make sure, you check, for the Rona protocols and thing. They have to make sure everything's safe. Although they say children under 18 cannot get the Rona, you understand, they also have to keep the protocols in check, because well they have to do it for the teachers. You understand? You have to sanitize for the teachers. But I find we have a whole school in the next school when we have a school there that could be attended to. Yet again, we have millions doing all kinds of things. All where you turn is millions that's spending, is millions that's spending, is millions. But we have the government that's spending all the same millions, though put in not millions, not hundreds of thousands, not thousands, nothing into the same government buildings in the same government schools. The millions going outside for outside company, for outside things, outside ventures, and we have our own businesses under the government to keep running, to make the country flow. It is a problem. Check out this school. Computer Discovery Lab. Tropical. It was cool. Imagine the other car was with. I don't know where them cars go. Yeah. But then you could chill spot. You could chill spot now for them students and thing. Yeah. And they're walking to close to that fence, then might fall on me. I can't know what they. They're abandoned. It's me wrong to be here. We had our garden right over there. Our agriculture was booming, you know, in Guru Secondary. Ask about it. one thing here with them, yeah. The government doing a pretty damn good job keeping the buildings in order, yeah. Yeah. Can see Dons and Divas so. You know what people take a little priority, you know, a levity for us and our children, you know what I mean? Because they taking priority in every other thing. When people trying to do something, they're trying to block people. But the main thing they should be doing to further the education and the future of our children, they blocking it too. In the mother back, I trying to figure if it's there alone to move forward. Yeah. GSS, go to secondary. If you know the amount of students that passed through that school and made so much of themselves, I find they want to see that it's a bad history. They don't want to see when people, how I would say it, reach somewhere in life and they look back at them and they say, well, I was taught by the good old secondary school. They find our good school get too much name. But we had passport money. We need to put our passport CBI money into use. On a real. Yeah. See the size of the compound it have there in Guru School. I couldn't go inside, I don't want to go inside. Too much drama, they had security and whatnot. Yeah. But see the size of the compound Guru School have there for their own. They have all the students cramped up in the next school there. Them children have the yard for themselves. Them children have everything there for themselves. I bet in Goodwill School, just because of that transfer Goodwill to grammar school there, it have subjects them children limited to, because they don't have the, I would say, the facilities for it. So all like subjects like agriculture, it probably there, but it will be left out in a sense because they don't have the practicals. They do them things, they have the practicals in them. You understand? You check? I don't know how much computer lab grammar school have. When Goodwill School there, have the things there to be occupied, to be worked on, fixed, so everything can be rolling. They don't want that to be happening. You check? Majority of the damage that was done is to the roof of the school, you know. Not to say the concrete burst or kind of a thing, and majority of the work of the damage was the roof. That was since for the hurricane. And we could know, see that if it was the next building, it would be more damage, I would say, you know. Because this is a building just like the same building for planning here. It's the antique building that there. Them building is building that is part of our culture, building we should preserve, building we should take care of, and that is a school. And both of them buildings there, near this school, near the and planning there, close to each other there, next to the bank fighting for them to look pretty. You understand? Both of them there, we should preserve our buildings. And both of them buildings there was up and running before Maria. Since Maria is like nothing, when we claim we resilient, one of the most resilient, climate resilient country in the Caribbean. But yet still, the buildings that have a little resilience to them, we cannot just patronize into the scene and keep it up and running. Because I do believe hurricane taking of them building, you know, no time soon. Yeah, something else have to take them out. Not hurricane. So I don't know what they're really waiting for. If they're waiting for somebody to say, like they say, to come and donate to fix the school, or they gonna wait for them Chinamen to come and give them a so-called grant again, like how they give them for the grammar school, a grant to fix it. We have the money, we have the manpower, we can do it. It's our government, it's our school. Fix this school, uncle. I don't know what kind of advisors you have given you advice up there. The man more putting shame in your eyes than putting light on your name. You check? Simple things, all you can do for the country. And the man put enough respect on your name when he would have like you, do like you. But I guess it's all for the dollar. Almighty dollar. People holler. Yeah. But all you know, that has caught my attention. Don't go to DBMC yet. Leave there still. We'll see it in another note. Yeah. You check? But them hot sunny side. Like I say, another note. Yeah. But like, subscribe, share the thing. You check? All you know. Comment. I'll get back on the scene. Respect. Vietnam eye.